Hey, what's up, family? U.S. Marine veteran Patriot here. I am a contractor, a 10-year veteran contractor in Dallas, Texas, and I'm also an oath keeper and a human rights, civil rights activist. And I'm doing a video to document the story on the bricks that are being staged, purposely staged in front of government buildings, like the one in downtown Dallas in front of the city hall, that was used by looters to destroy buildings and stuff. And the other stories coming out of Atlanta, Minneapolis, and all over the place. Some entity is funding these riots, y'all. And I'm all for Black Lives Matter. My black brothers and sisters, I stand in solidarity with you. We stand in solidarity with you, and your voice matters right now. But there's another thing going on behind this, y'all. And they're staging bricks. They're staging bricks for the purpose of looting and destroying our communities. We got to stop this, y'all. There's videos coming out everywhere of just random piles of bricks just sitting there. And I'm doing a video as a contractor to show you the difference between a random pile of bricks sitting there for looting and robbing and pallets of bricks staged there for construction purposes. So I want to teach y'all something about brick construction here. So obviously when you come up to a construction zone, the first thing you're going to notice is, well, there's a mess everywhere. There's actual construction going on. So number one, you want to see if there's any construction going on. And you can tell by coming right up to this job site. You can see the mortar. You can see the mortar that's all over. It hasn't even been cleaned up yet. So they're still working, y'all. You want to investigate the area. Look at this. This is a fresh wall. This wall was just built. Okay? Look at this material here. You got these buffers, these layers between the bricks, the brick walls. So you're going to want to look for, number one, does it look like a construction site? And obviously this one passes that test. And it's not just bricks here. What else is there? Look at these top caps. See these top caps? So there's more than just bricks here. Let's look at some of these materials. See that material that I just showed you? Look at this. We got piles of other stuff here besides bricks. Check it out. On every pallet of brick, you're gonna have a page here that shows you what kind of brick it is, and what brickyard it came from. Okay, fence, brick, quorum. Okay, packaged on what day, and it's gonna tell you a number from the Denton plant. Okay, so every pallet should have this marker on here to show you that it's being used for construction. Not only that, where did it come from? Because obviously these bricks they cost a lot of money, right? People aren't just gonna leave a pallet of bricks with no label on it just so somebody can steal them, right? Because bricks are expensive. I've been in construction 10 years, and we've been robbed before of our materials from jobs. So we know how valuable materials are, you know? So you need to be looking for residue of construction, all right? So not only are those materials gonna be there, let me show you some more materials. Got a saw blade, you know? Got a construction saw blade sitting here. Right here. See this wire, guys? This is steel wire here that's used kind of like a rebar. So what they do is they layer it. They start off with an angle iron on the top, on the bottom. Let me show you the angle iron. This is called an angle iron. When you have bricks just suspended in the air like this, what's holding it up is called a steel angle iron that goes from one post to the other. It's holding this whole brick wall up. And in between the bricks and mortar, they're adding this wire in between to give it more strength. So you're gonna need to see more materials than just bricks laying there, guys. And obviously we got infinitely more bricks than just 1 or 2 or 3 pallets. One of these pallets of bricks, y'all, that ain't enough bricks to build a whole construction site. This one pallet of bricks can only build this one wall right here. That's all that this pallet of bricks is gonna do. Look how long this fence wall is. Look how long that is. All right? So just a couple of pallets of bricks ain't gonna cut it. Not even 5 pallets of bricks is gonna do anything. So if you're seeing you know, a random pile of bricks, it probably means that's a staged area for looting and rioting. Look at all this material everywhere, folks. Look at the mess everywhere. So I'm gonna come around. So the number one thing you look for is, it doesn't look like an actual construction zone. And yes, this one does. Number two, does it have extra materials besides bricks? And yes, we obviously saw extra materials here. Number three, now check it out. These are the top caps right here. See that? So it's not just bricks, y'all. You're gonna see cones, you're gonna see other stuff, you're gonna see construction vehicles. You're gonna see little bobcats or all other kinds of machinery that they use. You're gonna see big saws, you're gonna see shovels, you're gonna see actual workers working. So another thing you wanna do, you wanna go to the corner of where you are standing. So here's a way that you can find out if these bricks are being used for construction. What you wanna do is you wanna call your city public works department. City Public Works is the department that's gonna know about the job that's going on. So I called City Public Works immediately. I told them where I was. What you do is you go to the corner where the bricks are. I'm at Legacy and Red River, okay? And I told City Public Works, I didn't even tell them where I was. You know what they said? I said, I have a question. I would like to speak to somebody in the department to talk about a construction brick job going on in Plano, Texas. Who can I talk to about that? You know what she said? She said, are you talking about the job on Legacy and Red River? I said, absolutely, that's what I'm talking about. So before I even said anything about why I'm here, she knew that I was here at Legacy and Red River. Why? Because they have it in their system. They are the ones that ordered those bricks to this job site, so they're actually going to know where the bricks came from and why they're there. But obviously I know why they're here, because I'm a contractor and I just know that this is construction, so we can use common sense on that. But if you just see a random few pallets of bricks just sitting there in front of a government building or in a residential neighborhood and you want to know, are these legit, this is how you do it. So I'm making this video, y'all, to share on how that you can we can expose this, y'all. So let me move on to the reason why we're doing this. So y'all, these riots are planned, y'all, and it's no conspiracy anymore, y'all. Enough with the talking your conspiracy nonsense talk, all right? Enough of it. We're tired of it. It's over, all right? The conspiracy theorists have been right this whole time. The New World Order is being implemented. Martial law is already in effect in many major cities. There are now curfews now, and now Dallas after the protest the other night, the last few days. So check it out. We got militarized police patrolling Minneapolis right now. They have a curfew, and if they don't get inside their house, you know what happens? Y'all saw that video, right? Militarized police came marching down the street like a bunch of thugs and yelling at people, ordering them to get into their houses, and they fired upon civilians. Our militarized police are firing on Americans in front of their fucking houses, on their porches. Folks, if you're not awakened to this fucking scam of the scamdemic, the plandemic, you better start waking up quick, because your rights are gone. All right, that's what martial law is. When martial law goes in effect, your U.S. Constitution is gone. And speaking of, I carry pocket constitutions with me everywhere I go. I've got hundreds of constitutions that I'm dishing out to police officers. As a U.S. Marine veteran, I am sworn my oath to protect and defend the American people and this Constitution, this document here. But let's be real here. This is just a piece of paper. This thing just lists your rights. It is not your actual rights. It's the document that tells you that you have rights. You are the one that are born with inalienable rights that you came into this earth with, and you need to stand up for those rights. So we need to start doing that more. Let me show you some more materials here. I'm in the back alley behind this brick wall. All you got to do is walk around the area and just take a look. Look at all this wire. They brought pallets of wire. That's tons of wire there. That's steel wire. Look at this. Mortar mix. That's what you need for construction. Common sense, y'all. We don't just build brick walls without mortar. You need several materials. Look at this angle iron from the back. This is an angle iron. It's an L. So they do an L angle iron, and they place this in between the posts. This steel angle iron is holding that entire brick wall up. So you're gonna need to see tons of material. There it is right there. There's their angle iron. That's called angle iron, folks. So to build a brick wall, you're gonna need angle iron. You're gonna need sand. Look at this sand right here. Is there any sand around those brick pallets that y'all are seeing? Is there any mortar pallets? Is there any of this wire? Folks, we're being played. They're playing all of us. They're playing the black community, they're playing the white community, they're even playing the cops. The cops don't, I would say a lot of the cops probably don't even know about this, but I think some of them are waking up. Y'all, we need to wake up everybody about this bullshit scamdemic. Oh, all of a sudden the pandemic is gone. Millions of protesters are gathering in close proximity, and lots of them not wearing any masks. Are you telling me that we're gonna have a pandemic part 2 is gonna coming this fall to a reality near you? A new strain of coronavirus is unleashed upon humanity because of all the rioting. We need to lock everybody down, you evil protesters. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of fucking bullshit, y'all. We need to expose this. And you know what? The cops aren't the ones we need to be fighting. Yes, we need to get the word out to them, but these police officers they're in a scam themselves, and they don't even realize it. They think they're doing the right thing by following orders, but they're just order followers. Who is paying them their paychecks? We need to go up higher than the police force. So I saw something when I was at the protest the other night. I saw children, young people, teenagers in their 20s and such, with their signs, and they're passionate, and they're screaming Black Lives Matter, I can't breathe, and all power to you, your voice matters. But what I saw from the police officers as a Marine veteran, and by the way, I came open carry to that protest just to protect any innocent bystander from anybody, from either the cops or dangerous, violent looters. I saw a video of looters looting a store. The woman business owner came out to stop them. They beat her ass with the 2x4s. The husband then came out to try to fight and defend her. They beat his ass. They beat them both. And they didn't do anything but try to say, hey, please don't destroy our building. Folks, you need to arm yourself. Second Amendment. Y'all need to start arming yourself. These police got to know who they're messing with. All right, we need to get out there. I'm calling all oath keepers, all veterans, all prior police and prior military, and all Second Amendment enthusiasts. We need to open carry from here on out. All right, we need to stop this madness. So the police, there's some bad apples in there for sure. There is racism, and it's called institutionalized racism. They're putting it in the media. They're clickbaiting us. They're baiting us and they're pulling at our heartstrings. Yes, it was a horrible tragedy to see George Floyd's murder live, but there's a lot of strange things about that they just broadcast that live. How come we're not allowed to broadcast any other kind of murder live, like, you know, faces of death type of stuff? You're not allowed to just put that on social media or the news. They'll remove that instantly. But they just showed this all live for everybody. Y'all, that's bait. They're baiting everybody. So everybody's mad right now, and we're taking our anger out, and your anger is justified. We are mad, but we're getting mad at the wrong thing. We need to learn. We need to cut the head off of the beast. There's a beast here, a 5-headed hydra. There's a beast here orchestrating this whole thing, this whole scam, and these riots have been orchestrated. We're supposed to be rioting and looting. That's what they want us to do, y'all. We need to rise above that. I just saw another beautiful video today of a sheriff's department dropping their batons, dropping their weapons, and marching with the Black Lives Matter movement. That's the kind of stuff we need to see here. We need to see people and the police coming together. I saw another video where they organized with the chief of police, and they had a barbecue in public, police and protesters together breaking bread. That's what we need to be doing, y'all. We need to forget about this looting, and anybody out there that sees a pile of bricks, random pile of bricks, I urge you to do everything I just said here. Investigate it, all right? Call your city public works and ask them what these bricks are for. And let's find out if this is actual construction or they're just somebody is just leaving a random pile of bricks out there for looters. We're better than this, y'all. Let's change this. We're gonna stop this New World Order in its tracks, all right? The Great Awakening is here, and it's time to get caught up, all right? No more talking all y'all conspiracy theorists nonsense. It's done, all right? we've already proven over and over that this scamdemic is fake. We've already proven that martial law is coming, and it's here, okay? Everything we said is true, it's coming. So we need to band together, and that's what I'm calling forth. In my lighter shade of brown skin suit here, you know, we all bleed red. Police officers bleed red. So honestly, we need to have a conversation with the police officers, because all they see, what I saw in that protest, all they saw was hate and violence. You know what they did? They shot at us. They fired at us rubber bullets and tear gas. And I was in my Marines uniform handing out my U.S. Constitutions to the police officers, and I was reading them, the First and Second Amendments, and we got shot at right when I was reading it to them. Folks, the cops aren't going to see you. They don't see you when you're going up against them, because they represent a fence line. So what we're living in is a tax plantation. We are living in a tax plantation of them going to the bank and making money off of us, the slaves, from slaving and being taxed on everything. You can't even own your own property. You can't even own your own land because you still got to pay taxes. It's a tax plantation, slave owners, and the police dogs. The police are their attack dogs. So the police don't realize what they're doing. Okay, they're following orders, and yes, that's wrong. I don't believe in following orders. I believe in a moral order and having a moral compass and doing what's right. These police, they're trained to be that way. Who's paying their paycheck and who's paying them? That's who we need to go after. Folks, share this message far and wide. Please subscribe to my channel if you want more rabbit hole worthy content. We're exposing this scam, and we need to band together. Power to the people. Where my Martin Luther King's at? Where my Joan of Arc's at? Where my William Wallace is at? My Rosa Parks. We need to stand up with each other in solidarity. Everybody, all right? We all bleed red. Let's have a conversation with the cops, y'all. Let's call our cities. Let's expose the scam of the riots. We're supposed to be rioting and hating each other. That's what they want. Let us not give them what they want. Let us show them that we are a people, resilient, and standing tall for love and communion and community. Let us not break down and destroy our local businesses that have been hurting through this whole scamdemic. They've been closed and losing business. They can't provide for their families. And we're going to go wreck their shops? Come on, y'all. We're better than that. Thank y'all for watching. I love you guys. Peace.